Hello everyone, my name is Truong Bui with Remax Alliance. In a real estate transaction, one usually goes through a title company for selling or buying a property. Recently, I have had a number of files that I listed as well as representing buyers with various title issues. So I thought it may be important to talk about title and why it is so important to consider working with a title company when you're buying or selling properties. So today I invited Mrs. Becky from Providence Title to discuss all about title.
I am Becky Greer, and I am an escrow officer or closer with Providence Title. I have been in the title company industry for approximately 40 years and have processed and closed transactions for residential, commercial, and refinances.
So what is a title company?
A title company is a third-party firm that works to ensure buyer and the lender the legal ownership of the property.
What does a title company do?
The title company provides title insurance to protect you from claims of ownership by other parties. The title company will defend you in court if there is a claim against your property and will pay for covered losses.
Can you give examples of your work?
Yes. The title company will perform title examination. Title company provides chain of title, which is a full history of ownership. Look into any liens that may be against the property. Conduct property survey to ensure the property occupies only the space provided in the title commitment. Looking for encroachment, easements, issues, etc. Probate issues. Title also performs other duties such as order tax certificate to make sure taxes are paid. Order the HOA, which is a homeowners association statement of account, to review any violations or unpaid fees. Manage the payoff. Manage closing and funding for the buyer and the seller.
The next question I have for you is, what is a title and why is it so important to have a clear title?
Title is the party that is entitled to the property. It is extremely important that title be cleared or the transaction cannot close. If a property is conveyed by a warranty deed without having property examined, there could be issues against the seller that the buyer would be unaware of, even if the property is owned by family members. The new buyer does not know if there are any liens or debts against against the seller owner of the property, although the seller will state that there are none. But what about prior owners? There could be issues with the prior owner that the current seller is unaware of.
What is the title commitment and what does it contain?
Title commitment is a document that contains information about the property, such as who is entitled, if there are any easements, restrictions, and if there are any liens. The title commitment protects buyers and lenders from certain defects or errors on the title to the property.
When the buyer receives title commitment, what do they need to pay attention to?
They need to pay attention to who is entitled, which is Schedule A, and easements and restrictions, which is Schedule B, and is the most important part of the commitment. Schedule C is important to the seller and are items that have to be cleared before closing and before the final title policy can be issued. The buyer needs to pay attention to the number of days to object after receiving title commitment.
Thank you, Ms. Becky, for a thorough description of title company and why it is very important for everyone who enters a real estate transaction should consider using a title company. The cost to do title work is not that expensive and it can be negotiated between buyers and sellers. But your investment in real estate needs to be protected and that is very important. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Ms. Becky.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Truong.